Hey guys, Mike here. Welcome back to my channel. Currently, I'm just filming this on my webcam because I'm going to do a little bit of screen recording. Today, I am going to do a tier list of all of the first stage Pokemon starter Pokemon. So just the first stage. I'm not taking into account their evolutions. I'm not taking into account any of their in-game stats. Don't care. This is purely based on their designs. And guys, this is obviously subjective, so you're probably going to hate my list. Roast me in the comments. Tell me how much better your opinion is. I want you to trash my opinion because this is my objective of opinion, okay? I'm going to put it out there. This is what I think of all of the first stage starters. If you like this video, I'll do the middle evolutions and the final evolutions. But let's start off with our Gen 1 starters. So we start off with our first generation starters. Obviously, we have our boy Bulbasaur. I've got the GOAT tier, Great tier, Good tier, Meh tier, and of course, the shit tier. Now, Bulby, where does he fit in? Look, without a doubt, the most unpopular of the first generation starters. I don't think there's any doubt about that. So, hey, Bulby, I'm sorry to have to say this, but I would never choose you. And unfortunately, I'm putting you in the meh tier. You're not quite shit, but you're definitely in the meh tier down there. You're not that great. We then move on to Charmander. Charmander, easily the most popular starter from Generation 1, but was never my first choice, but I do love his design. I think I've got to put, like, that flame tail is, you know, undeniably incredible. I think I've got to put him over in the good. Oh, I think he's in the great tier. We'll standardize as we go, but I think Charmander is part of the great tier up the top there. As well as that, my boy, my Generation 1 boy, Squirtle, he also sits up there in the great tier. I think those are some two very great designs, followed by a meh design in Generation 1. We move on to Generation 2, starting with Chikorita. Chikorita, the little, you know, leaf plant, very similar kind of design philosophy to Bulbasaur, like a dinosaur that's grass-based, same as Chikorita. Like this design much more than Bulbasaur, and I think it belongs in good tier. I really enjoy Chikorita's design. We then move on to our boy Cyndaquil. Don't mind a bit of Cindy, but to be honest, I hate the eye on it, and I think its evolutions are way better. So I think I'm going to pop Cyndaquil also into the good tier. But moving forward to my main boy and one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, guys, Totodile, my boy from Generation 2, the crocodile water type Pokemon that just is such a barrel of laughs. He's in the GOAT tier. I think he is my favorite starter Pokemon design of all time. He is, well, sorry, my favorite. He's the, well, Feraligatr is amazing. Totodile gets you there, but I love Totodile's design. He's in the GOAT tier. On to Generation 3, I think people will find this very controversial as well. Trico, amazing, fantastic design. Love that cheeky lizard bastard, and I loved him in the anime. He's up in the great tier for sure. There's no way that Trico doesn't belong up there. In fact, I actually think just looking at that, Charmander, Squirtle, and Trico, really good kind of trilogy. Like, I reckon Trico fits those three in design better than Bulbasaur does. But anyway, we got what we got. Love Trico. He's in the great tier. We then have Torchic, the little chick. Fire chick that does turn into Blaziken, very popular, and fire types are always very popular. But guys, I'm going to put it out there. Torchic, you belong in shit tier. You're one of the worst designs here, and I hate you very much. You suck, and you're a boring Pokemon. Moving on, we then have Mudkip. I don't mind Mudkip. When I played Ruby and Sapphire for the first time, he was the Pokemon that I chose. I do enjoy Mudkip's design. He belongs here in the good tier. And to be honest, these three really fit as well as a trilogy. I like those three together as well. Generation 4, people might be really, really shocked by my thoughts on this as well. But hey, this is my opinion. Make your own channel, make your own video if you want your thoughts. Turtwig, look at this guy. Look at this incredible Pokemon. Guys, he's up there in the GOAT tier. He's an amazing design. I feel like he's Bulbasaur done right, and the evolutionary chain is also amazing. Not that this video is about that, but Turtwig is one of my favorites up there without a doubt. Sorry guys, just putting my opinion out there. In the same generation, our fire type was Chimchar. I also think Chimchar, I actually think these are some of the best design starters. Chimchar, amazing, belongs up here in the great tier. Incredible Pokemon, Fire Monkey, also follows a similar design philosophy to Charmander. Really, really like him. I actually think Gen 4 does really echo the design philosophy of the first ones. Like Turtwig and Bulbasaur, very similar, like quadrupedal reptiles with plants growing out of them. The water types are just based on water-based animals, a turtle and a penguin. And then for the fire, you've just got an animal with a fire tail. Really like that. Piplup is our third one. And to be honest, he's probably my least favorite of the Gen 4 starters. He belongs in the meh tier. Sorry, Piplup, that's where you belong. Generation 5 we move into. We start off with your boy, Snivy, aka Smugleaf, aka the better Trico. And because he's one step better than Trico, Snivy, you smug bastard, you're in the GOAT tier. You are one of the best designed Pokemons here. I absolutely love you. Don't like your evolutions at all. I think you get worse as you age, but you are a phenomenally designed Pokemon. In the same generation, we have Oshawott. Oshawott, I'm sorry I have to say this, buddy, but you belong right here. Oh, is it shit or meh? I think Oshawott's in meh. I don't care for him, but he's not as bad as Torchic. So you belong down here. Sorry about that, Oshawott. And the fire type of that gen I skipped. The fire type for that gen is Tepig. Tepig, look, decent design. Like really simple organic design. Hate its evolutionary path, but it's not really supposed to be about that. So I will put Tepig purely on design up in the good tier. Hate its evolutions though, cannot stress that enough. We move into Generation 6. X and Y, I believe, were these games. Chespin, no good. I do not like Chespin at all. I think Chespin, pretty bad. Not in the shit tier with Torchic, but definitely in the meh tier. Doesn't really speak to me. Fennekin, fantastic design, really organic, really aesthetically pleasing. Really enjoy a bit of Fennekin. So Fennekin, you can be, it's really tough. I think you're on par with, yeah, I think you're in the good tier. And then we have Froakie, who I actually think is a really bad design, to be honest. I do not like Froakie in the slightest. He's definitely not in shit tier. He definitely fits here in the meh tier with more average designs. Don't really like his Evo designs, but that's for another video. Generation 7, people are not going to like this, I don't think, because Rowlet, I'm sorry to say this, but you're the second one in the shit tier. Interesting that the two bird type Pokemon belong in the shit tier for me, but I hate Rowlet's design. It's literally a circle. Hoot Hoot is a much better owl design. Rowlet sucks. Poplio, don't hate it, really don't love it. I think it belongs in the meh tier, and Litten also belongs in the meh tier. I just don't really like any of those designs very much. I didn't like them when they were revealed either. Finally, we have the final, the most up-to-date gen, Sword and Shield generation, and we have Grookey, who I actually really enjoy Grookey's design. I think it's a real callback to the original design philosophy of Pokemon. I put Grookey up here in the great tier. Scorbunny, I think, is very okay. I think it's cutesy. Its concept is okay, but I don't love it. It belongs in the meh tier. Sobble, look, you're cute, but you're really balancing between shit and meh. But I think you ultimately belong in the meh tier. Do not care for you too much. So let's reiterate. Down the bottom in shit tier, we have Torchic and Rowlet. Torchic, the fire type, and Rowlet, the grass flying type. In the meh tier, we have Bulbasaur, grass and poison, Piplup, water type, Oshawott, water type, Chespin, grass type, Froakie, water type, Poplio, water type, Litten fire type, Scorbunny fire type, and Sobble water type. Up in the good tier, we have Chikorita, the grass type, Cyndaquil, the fire type, Mudkip, the water type, Tepig, the fire type, and Fennekin, the fire type. And in the great tier, moving up here, we have Charmander, the fire type, Squirtle, the water type, Trico, the grass type, Chimchar, the fire type, Grookey, the grass type, and up in the goat tier, we have Totodile, the water type, Turtwig, the grass type, and Snivy, the grass type. Guys, that's my tier list for the starter Pokemon basic forms, without evolutions being taken into account, no stats being taken into account. That's what I think. I would love to know yours. Put them below. Use this tier system. Goat, great, good, meh, shit. I want to know what you think. Rank them all. Don't miss any. Comment, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you watching. So thank you so much for watching my opinion video.